A patient weight is 50 kg. It's prescribed 40 mcg per kg per minute of a drug, and if 100 milligram of that drug is added to 500 milliliter of the solution, how many minutes this infusion will last? Okay, so basically I have to find out the time in which 500 milliliter of this infusion will be given. Right, but I don't have the infusion rate yet. Okay, so let's try this first. 40 mcg per kg per minute is 40 times 50, 2000 mcg per minute. Okay, let's convert that into milligrams. That would be 2 milligrams per minute. So now I have got the infusion rate, but the infusion rate is in milligrams per minute. So let's convert this 2 milligrams per minute into the same way mils per minute. How can I do that? I need to find out now how many milligrams, 2 milligrams will be present in how many milliliters. How can I find that out? Using this information. 100 milligram is present in 500 mils. So if 100 milligrams is present in 500 mils, 2 milligrams will be present in 10 is equal to 10 mils per minute. Right? Now, once I have got the infusion rate in mils per minute, I can easily work out how long it will take to infuse 500 mils. Right? So 10 mils is infused in 1 minute. 500 mils will be infused in how many minutes? 50 minutes. Repeat with me. So far you can see that we have been, before we started with converting between different infusion rates, and then the next few questions were given the amount, the volume of the infusion fluid was given, and we had to find out how long it will take to get this infused. For this, you need to have the infusion rate in mils per minute. So whenever you are asked, you are given a volume of the fluids, for example 1 liter or 500 milliliter, and it's asking how long it will take to infuse that, you need the infusion rate in mils per minute. So that's what we have been doing so far. It's a bit interesting question. At 8 a.m. in the hospital, 1 liter bag of 0.9% sodium chloride is said to be administered at the rate of 60 mils per hour. At 6 p.m., the doctor requests they change the infusion rate to 80 mils per hour. At what time the bag requires a replacement? So understand the question first. We started the infusion at 8 a.m. in the morning, and we started giving 1 liter of normal saline. 0.9% sodium chloride is normal saline. So at 8 a.m. in the morning, we started the infusion 1 liter of normal saline at the rate of 60 mils per hour. Right? Now, when it's 6 p.m. in the evening, the doctor wants to change the infusion rate to 80 mils per hour. Right? We need to first figure out how much volume is left at this point. At 8 a.m. we started the infusion. 1 liter was given 60 mils per hour. 1 liter means 1000 mils. So 60 mils were, so from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. how many hours are there? 10 hours. and the infusion is given 60 mils per hour rate. So we started with 1000 milliliters, right? So after 10 hours, how much volume is left? Yes, I'm left with 400 milliliters. So we started the infusion at 8 a.m., 1000 milliliter at the rate of 60 mils per hour. At 6 p.m., 10 hours have passed. So I calculated that how much volume I'm left with at 6 p.m. I'm left with only 400 mils per hour. Now the doctor has requested to change the infusion rate to 80 mils per hour. Okay. Now how long it will take to get this infused? Simply 400 divided by 80. So this will take another 5 hours at this rate. Remember, the rate is changed. Okay, so 400 mils now, at the new rate, 400 mils will take 5 hours to get infused. So it will be 11 p.m. when this 400 mils will be finished, and we need the new infusion bag. So the correct answer is 11 p.m. Everybody understand that? Should we recap this? Okay, we started with 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay, everybody, we started at 8 a.m. in the morning. We started infusing 1000 milliliter of infusion at the rate of 60 mils per hour. And then we are given another time, 6 p.m. The doctor wants to change the infusion rate. So first of all, I want to find out from 8 a.m. in the morning until 6 p.m. how much infusion fluid has gone into the patient. So 1000 milliliters started with 60 mils per hour. In 10 hours, I have finished 600 mils. Right? In 10 hours, from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., at this infusion rate, 600 milliliters has gone. And I'm left with 400 milliliters now. Now, the infusion rate is changed. The infusion rate is this. At this new infusion rate, how long it will take to get this infused? 400 mils. And the infusion rate is 80 mils per hour. Simply 400 divided by 85 hours. So that means it will take, at this new infusion rate, 400 mils will take another 5 hours to get finished. So that means the whole infusion bag which we started with will finish at 11 p.m. at night. And that's the time we need the new infusion bag. Okay, last question of the infusion rate. An infusion pump containing 250 milligram present in 250 milligrams present in 500 mils is running at the rate of 0.5 mils per minute. Weight of the patient is 50 kg. Convert this into mcg per kg per minute. It's a very different type of calculation. So far, we have been calculating, we have been given how many mcgs per kg per minute, and we were calculating the infusion rate. Now we have been given the infusion rate, and we have to work backwards to find out the actual dose per kg per minute. Okay? Remember, we have to convert this into mcg per kg per minute. So we're working backwards. The infusion is given at the rate of 0.5 mils per minute. Okay? Now it would be useful if I want to convert this into, remember we are going backwards. In the previous questions, I calculated mils per minute. So now I'm going backward. From mils per minute, I will, yes, very good. I will find out milligrams per minute. So how can I find that out? Yes, I use this information. So 250 milligrams is present in 500 milliliters, right? So 250 milligrams present in 500, so it will be half of that. So 0.5 milligrams present in 1 milliliter. So if 1 mil here has 0.5 milligrams, 0.5 mils will have 1 milliliter has 0.5 milligrams. 0.5 milliliters will have, it's half of that, 0.25. So by this we can convert 0.5 mils per minute into 0.25 milligrams per minute. Right? So everybody's with me so far. 0.25 milligrams, but the actual thing which I have to find out in the end will be in mcg. So let's convert this milligrams per minute into mcgs. Okay, so 0.5 mils per minute is equal to 0.25 milligrams per minute. Let's convert this milligram into mcg. It would be, remember, going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, decimal move towards right by 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So it will be 250. Right? 250 mcg per minute. Now, if you notice in the question, the weight of the patient is given 50 kg. So when we calculate per kg dose, you multiply with the weight. Okay, but now we are going backwards. So we will divide it. So I will divide 250 and this 250 mcg divided by 50. That will give me what? So this dose was 5 mcg per kg per minute. So that's the whole calculation. Okay. So this last question was starting with the mils per minute infusion rate, going backwards and finding per kg dose for the patient.